During spring on the freshwater lakes of Oregon, grebes join together to renew their partnership. The ceremony starts with a series of graceful duets in which one partner echoes the actions of the other. But the real test comes now. Only the strongest and the most faithful are prepared to join together for the final exultant dance. This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move. That's what's going to happen to you if you live on nothing but leaves. It's a sloth. It's not exactly an enthusiastic leaf eater. A couple of half-hearted chews and the leaves go straight down to its stomach. Leaves, however, are not easily digested. This is a very unusual sight. A sloth in a hurry. It wants to defecate, and the only place it's happy doing that, oddly enough, is down on the ground. Why it comes down in this way is a mystery. Nobody knows. Now he's finished, and back he goes up to the safety of the canopy. Leaves are not very nutritious. The sloth's way of compensating for that is not to eat more, but to do less. Down on the ground, however, the method doesn't work quite so well. Extremely long legs and very short arms make it impossible to run on all fours. So once again, it has to be jumping. But with no vertical trunk to push away from, the leaps are rather shorter. Back in the trees, they can travel at speed again. And they need to, for they have a savage enemy. The fossa. Its speed through the branches rivals that of the shivaks, but its technique is entirely different, for it's not a primate with jumping ancestors, but a kind of giant mongoose, and it's still a four-footed runner. Nonetheless, they're a close match for one another. But when it comes to the long jump, the shifak wins. A four-footed runner can't match that. Once its prey is secured, a snake can take its time over its meal. This gigantic python is feeding on a deer. A python kills its prey by wrapping its coils around it and squeezing its victim so tightly and for so long that it can no longer breathe. But swallowing its meal takes time. The deer will go down head first. It's much easier that way. The ligaments connecting the snake's upper and lower jaw are elastic, so that it can engulf the deer's head even though it is much bigger than its own. With its mouth stretched tightly around its meal, the snake can't breathe in a normal way. But it's able to push the top of its windpipe right out of its mouth and so continue to take in air. After some hours, all that can be seen of the deer are its hind legs. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright, blessed days, dark, sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Quite simply wonderful.